Hi, my name is Paul. Today is Saturday, December 6th, 2008. I decided to do one of those videos where I make a bunch of comments about things that may not be related to each other, but I just decided to say a bunch of things because I thought they were interesting. Well, they're interesting to me anyway. You may not find them that way. You may notice my hair looks a little different. I went over to my sister's place for Thanksgiving, ended up staying a whole week. She cut my hair. Yeah, she cut my hair, I remember. Because there's a combination. My birthday falls on Thanksgiving this year. That's right, November 27th. Anyway, so I had my hair cut. Actually, I had all of them cut. I'm actually proud to say that my sister had a bunch of odd jobs to do. Fix her VCR so that it would correctly play sound when she got video from Dish Network, so that it go through that, so that she can tape off. She has a TiVo, but she wants the VCR DVD combo to be able to tape off it as well. And fix her computer so that it would be able to print in black and white on her color printer, so she wouldn't keep wasting so much color ink, and a bunch of other things. And I'm proud to say that I actually got everything done for once, which is different. Too often I go over there and she's so busy she can't spend the time with me to be able to get anything accomplished. Well, I actually got everything done that I was going to do. So that was a red letter day, red letter week anyway. Oh, and speaking of computers, I don't know if you've noticed these infomercials they've been running for the new Kodak printer, where instead of charging you $49 for the printer and then charging you $65 a cartridge for the ink, Kodak has decided to do something different. They've decided to charge you $149 and then charge $9 for the black ink cartridges, or $14 for color. What Kodak is doing is they're discontinuing the policy started by King Camp Gillette, which was to give away the razors and then sell the blades for an exorbitantly high price. So the interesting thing is that they announced that they'll sell the printer for $149 and the ink cartridges sell for like $9.95 for black, $14.95 for color. Oh, and they mentioned that if you buy the printer from their infomercial, they will throw in the cable, the USB cable that you need for the printer, absolutely free, a $25 value. Well, my question was, who the hell are they kidding? I can buy cables, USB cables, at retail for under $6. I don't care how. I don't even think Radio Shack, as much as they rip people off on electronics, charges $25 for a USB cable. Don't hold me to that. I mean, seriously, this is one of the things I think is ridiculous. I can buy a $79 scanner, which will come with the usual $1 wholesale, probably even less, USB cable. But you buy a $400 printer, fax machine, scanner, and it won't include the same $1.95 USB cable, because there's been a standard that since they've been sold, that the scanners come with the cable, printers don't. Does this make much sense? I tried one of those online systems where they send you a program to download that fills your computer with viruses and then tells you that you've got viruses on your computer. Actually, it's one of those things where they tell you about a bunch of problems with your computer, supposedly it's slowing it down, and then you can pay them money to remove them. Well, I cheat. I run the thing, it shows me errors, and then I go through and remove them manually, because I get plenty of time, not much money. It's interesting, half the registry errors, and if you don't know what a registry error is, just take it from me that it's a piece of information inside of the system database of the computer that is incorrect, wrong, or just plain shouldn't be there. Well, the interesting thing is that half the errors on the program are errors caused by components installed by AOL. I don't use AOL. I haven't used it in over 10 years. Stop looking at me funny that I actually used AOL and will admit it. At one time, it was the cheapest way to get on the internet. So, I mean, yeah, now I get broadband when I can get it. Verizon's broadband is really crappy, but it's basically now about the same cost as what AOL's dial-up cost back when I was taking dial-up 10 years ago. If you've ever heard the term Rickrolled, you've probably seen where someone does a video and it cuts to this one instead of what you expect. Wanted to look at this particular scene here.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
Rick Astley reminds me too much of Doogie Howser overdubbed with somebody else's voice. The guy looks too clean cut and too young to actually have that nice a voice. Speaking of Doogie Howser, any of you remember the movie Starship Troopers? He was probably one of him and Lieutenant Ratchek were the only ones that looked like normal people. And I was watching that movie, I said, where did they get all these obscenely handsome and beautiful people for this movie? I never see that many beautiful people in 12 lifetimes. There's a guy in here, his name is Philip DeFranco. His username is SXEPhil. And he does one of these every day. I would love to do one of these every day. The problem isn't that I don't have enough to say. I'm sure I could figure enough to do at least a 2-minute video every single day. The problem is I'm too lazy to do a video every single day. I suppose if making a video wasn't as difficult as it is, I probably would do them more often. I mean, if it was as easy as sitting down and writing a bunch of words, then it'd be no problem. I mean, my biggest problem is that a lot of times I'll try to say something on video, and I know what I want to say, but I can't always remember how to say it while I'm speaking. I can write a hell of a lot better than I can speak. When I sit and write, because I can sit down, write my thoughts, come back, read them, I have the ability to do that. When I'm speaking, once I've said something, it's in the can, it's in the air, it's gone. I can't bring it back. The other day I was doing a reply video to one of Philip DeFranco's videos in which he says, take a look at something, take a video of something where you have a object which has a description on it which completely disagrees with what it said. So I did one in which I had a water glass that said it's not a water glass, it's a water dispensing object. And anyway, I wanted to upload that to YouTube. Well, the problem was I did it in 2 passes. I did one where I looked at the camera and one where I focused the camera on the glass. While I was over at my sister's place, I couldn't edit the video because what happens is that, oh yeah, Windows Media Player will play the video. Only problem is Windows Movie Editor, which comes with Vista, which is on my sister's laptop, can't edit AVI video. So of course I can't edit the video. So I've got 2 pieces of video and I got a choice. I can upload 2 pieces of video to YouTube and have 2 videos. Neither of one is connected to the other. Or I have to wait a couple days till I come back home where I have the video editing software that I can convert the video over to a format that Windows Movie Maker can actually look at, and then I can splice the 2 videos together and put it up. And that's one of the reasons, again, why I can't do a video every single day, even though I'd love to, is that it takes too much work to make a video as opposed to the amount of work it takes to, say, make a sound recording if I want to go that far, or even to write it. It's a hell of a lot easier to be able to write something online than it is to put up a video, because the video editing tools suck. Rather than fill this video up with useless fluff, of course it probably already is full of useless fluff. Anyway, I'm just going to end on a high note. So, hi! This has been Paul, and these are my opinions, whether or not you agree with them. And it may not even be me that agrees with them, but I said them, so somebody has to take responsibility from it. So anyway, that's it for the moment.
Email Paul at paul-robinson.us.